Where were we? What are we? What are we? Who are we? Why are we?
We're back is what we are. As for who, we are the greatest boxer that the wasteland has ever known.
That's correct. Clancy Manfist. Attorney at heart.
What day is today? It doesn't tell me what day of the week it is. It's Thursday.
Is there not a way to learn what day of the week it is?
You have to wait, I think. It's not there on the wait prompt.
Ah, I see it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sometimes you just have to wait. Sometimes the waiting is half the battle. Usually not, though. Usually if you want something done, you gotta go out and do it yourself.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. Looks like... Yeah, I'm still reading into this whole re-release for Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid. Or sorry. Well, actually, yes, Metal Gear was also re-released. So, I think Metal Gear 1, 2, and Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2? Not 3, though. I imagine 3 would probably get re-released for more money, if I had to guess. Oh. Nope. That's not what that note is. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so MGS on PC had kind of the same situation that DS Fix had with Dark Souls 1, where, hey, we put out this not so great port of the game, and then along comes a modder who's like, well, what if I just fix everything for you? How about I just do that?
What if that just happened instead?
And then Bethesda is like, what if you did that, and also we kind of low-key took credit for it and asked people to pay for it? And it's like, yeah, well, fucking what if? Turns out, what if you do that, people stop using the storefront that you created.
Fuck around and find out.
Basically what happens. Fuck around and find out. There you go. I've been on and off trying to learn different things about the guitar.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've learned is, while I cannot play it very well, the entirety of Buffy the Vampire Slayer's theme song is all played on the E string. And then you've got, what is it? Nope. It's a... Nope. Fuck it. Sorry, everybody. I am stupid.
Oh, no.
Right now, I've got it separated into two parts, alright? So you've got the beginning, which is... And then you do that twice. And then you scoot all the way down to the fucking 12th fret. And then it's pretty much the same thing as just like... Only not bad. Only played by somebody who knows what they're doing instead, is what that sounds like. The point is, it's all played on one string, and that's kind of cool. The amount of notes that you can get out of one string is pretty cool. That's all I'm saying.
Guitar is cool. I played a guitar once.
I think one of the coolest things that I found is the ability to play 2 notes by sliding. So you've got and, or you could just do a. I think that's rad. Why'd you stop playing guitar?
Because I wasn't able to get my hands on a good one.
That makes sense. I remember I stopped playing guitar because at the time I was graduating and I was like, shit, I don't have time to play guitar. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with getting a job. And then I got a job. And guess what? Now I've got a job and a guitar.
And we're all very
taxes.
proud of you.
Listen, I pay my taxes, alright? I'm allowed to buy a guitar if I want. Only I didn't buy a guitar, this was a gift. Still, I pay my taxes.
I mean,
theoretically.
You got a guitar as a gift, that's awesome.
Theoretically, if I had chosen to purchase a guitar, it would have been well within my rights, as I am a taxpayer.
Is that the
It is
requirement?
awesome. For the purposes of this conversation, yes.
Okay.
For the purposes of reality, no. You can buy
No.
many things and not pay your taxes. In fact, you can buy more things by not paying your taxes. Just make sure that you don't get caught by the IRS.
You heard it here first.
Don't get caught by the IRS.
Get caught, baby! Don't get caught!
Don't do it.
Just don't get caught. That's all that
True.
matters.
You can get away with a lot of espionage and corporate bullshit if you just keep your books tight enough.
You can get away with a lot if you get away with it.
It's not illegal if you get away with it.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Catch me? You can't. You already didn't. It's the end of our show.
Yeah, then
Only
the
it's
cops
not.
bust down the door.
Then the cops bust down the door and they're like, "Are you trying to play a dead artist's song poorly on a guitar in your home? That's gonna be $5,000. Just like that, we can't upload this to YouTube. Also, it would probably be way more than $5,000.
Probably. They would want to make an example out of us. So it would be $6,000.
A SWAT team bursts in and they all have like Courtney Love masks on and they're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Now that's frightening.
That is frightening. Oh no, every member of this SWAT team looks like a murderer.
Oh no.
That was probably, that was maybe one of the meanest jokes I think I've told yet. But you know what? It's fine.
You know what? They don't need the masks to do that.
No, they don't. Everybody here looks like a murderer. Also, everybody here looks like Courtney Love. Welcome to the murder convention.
May I take your hat?
May I take your order?
Welcome back.
Welcome to Murder Burger, the home of the Murder Burger. Can I take your order? What do you got for us, Joshua? Are you just gaming the system?
Yes, I am.
Wow. I'm proud of you. Excuse me, my voice just decided to turn into a dusty vacuum. Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy that I'm still just like, okay. On one hand, it's crazy that there is a re-release of Metal Gear Solid PC ports. On the other hand, it's super shitty of them to have done nothing to them. On the other hand, fixes exist. On the fourth hand of this Goro, I didn't expect... This is exactly what I expected, I guess. It's kind of incredible to me that, like, the era that we live in now, you can release a game, and it's just the same release that you did, like, years and years ago, and you fixed nothing, Nintendo?
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I was gonna pick up that that HD collection, and then at some point I was like, "What the fuck am I doing? It's $60." No, I'm not.
Not gonna happen.
Why don't I just play Sunshine on Dolphin with widescreen and HDR and all of this nonsense that actually works? Why don't I just do that? Save myself $60. Because honestly, the only... It's a cool collection, but it's not a complete collection. If it had Galaxy 2 in there as well, I would consider that. Because Galaxy 1 without Galaxy 2 is like...
What's the point?
Yeah. It's like, that's my biggest worry about if they do the thing for Zelda's anniversary next year is like, okay, well,
they'll put in Ocarina of Time without Majora's Mask.
Yeah, and it's like, what? Why would you do that? The correct solution would be Ocarina, Majora's Mask, and see, okay. You would probably want to do Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but you should totally re-release Skyward Sword. The correct solution, if you were going to do 3 games, the correct solution is probably Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, since 2 of those re-releases already exist. But I would also say Skyward Sword should be re-released, and if you're gonna put Ocarina of Time into a collection, you should really put Majora's Mask in there as well. I'm not saying put 5 games in there. Actually, yes. Yes, I am. Put
I'm
5
pretty
games
sure
in there.
that's what you're saying.
Put 5 games in there. 2 of those games are N64 games. Like, come on. The emulator now exists. If the package were 5 games, would you pay $69 for it?
$69? Maybe not. I would pay $59.
I wonder. Because that's happening. That is super happening now.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about that, right?
We did talk about it the last time we played this, in fact.
Man, $69 for one video game is super fucked up.
It's not right.
And I know people are gonna be like, well, what about the collections where you can get the special collector's edition with the resin statue or whatever for $300? I'm like, maybe don't buy those. Maybe don't do that.
And a lot of the same shit that I hear is like, well, games are getting more expensive to make. Why? Spend less money on them.
Whose fault is that? Not mine. It's not my problem. I'm the consumer.
Spend less fucking money on your games. That's all I have to say about that.
As big as they are. Man, and Ghost of Tsushima is flashing in my mind right now because that game is so expensive and it looks so pretty and it's so, like, the overworld is really big. And then I'm also like, yeah, but it's an Assassin's Creed game. Like, what's the point? Also, does it bother you at all that Joshua Graham keeps walking back and forth in this waist-deep water?
I mean,
Like,
we're pretty much doing the same thing. It would be hypocritical of me.
It would be hypocritical of you, but at the same time, like, just imagining him in character, be like, man, I don't give a fuck. Half of his stock is just getting soaked every 20 seconds.
He doesn't care. Also, I really appreciate the presence of beanbag rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're totally less than lethal.
You would like a certain video game that I happen to know about.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. So, in the pursuit of, hey, we want you to have as many options for non-lethality as possible, but we want it also to be a fun action game, they were like, okay, well, what if we just took the assault rifles and the SMGs that you can already make, and then allowed you to R&D a version that fires rubber bullets?
And it's the same shit, it's just non-lethal.
Mm-hmm. I think it takes longer to down people, but it's still... Like, in some cases, that's even better. Because you get to use the weapons for longer.
True.
Public service announcement. Don't shoot people with rubber bullets. They still kill people.
Range is a factor.
Range is a factor. Caliber is a factor.
And point of contact is also a factor.
Just ask Brandon Lee. You can die from getting shot with blanks, literally. That's a horrible, horrible story. It wasn't even really worth it. The Crow is not that great of a film. What a weird situation, too. You know that I love Bruce Lee. I adore Bruce Lee, and his whole legacy is top-notch for me.
Mm-hmm.
All respects go out to the Lee estate and family. And also all apologies to the Crow film. I did not particularly enjoy it, but I know that other people do. And it's a good thing that we have the ability to dress up as Bruce Lee in Sleeping Dogs.
That's the way.
What a great game. Sleeping Dogs should be re-released on Switch.
Yeah.
That would be a good fit for that game.
Okay. We are done with that horrible, horrible task.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to make a note that says, hey, guess what? At roughly 50 minutes, cut all of that shit out.
I mean, nah. You did a good job of filling for time.
But I don't know how much of that... I don't know how much of that we want to leave for people watching. Edit. I'll decide later.
Yeah. A lot of people don't watch, they listen. Which I think is
correct.
Interesting. Anyway, let's get back to it.
How do you feel about that that little visual nonsense going on the edge of your Pip-Boy screen?
Oh, is there some visual nonsense happening there?
Just like the light going up and down and streaming all over it because of the sun. You see it on the right side there?
I think I see it, yeah.
It might be more visible when you're zoomed out.
Little bit of reflection funniness.
Yeah, it's not playing super nicely. Hey, guess what? This game's like 10 years old.
Go figure.
Go figure.
Build mass with ass. Everybody knows that fucking sugar and vanilla is the best way to build muscle.
If you are referencing something, I don't know what it is.
It's the loading screen.
Oh, okay. Build mass with sass. Sunset sarsaparilla.
I've never had a sarsaparilla before, but I've heard that it's basically a root beer.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
The game
little different,
appears to be frozen. Hello?
Oh no.
Oh, Fallout New Vegas has stopped working.
How could this happen to me?
One
I
moment.
made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run.
We'll have to see how much progress we've lost. I assume that it autosaved every time I slept. I hope it autosaved every time that I slept.
That's what it's supposed to do. There's no way to tell. I guess we'll just have to find out.
Alright. Now. I think we're in good shape. Yeah. Yeah, we still have everything that we need.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I'm also glad.
Could you imagine after
Fallout
doing
New
all
Vegas
of
has
that
stopped working.
again?
Again. If this keeps happening, I might need to take a different approach.
Well, I'm here for you. Come on, Fallout. I'm hoping that you can do something, Fallout. I'm not hopeful, but I'm hoping.
The solution is probably just to walk, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Probably. Is it gonna crash again?
It crashed every time I tried to fast travel, so I'm just gonna not do that for a while.
It's probably a good idea. I'm glad that it's not just crashing on boot.
Yeah, that would be a problem. That would be like playthrough ending. And I would just switch to a different game.
Or we would just reinstall the game and it's like, oh, hey, guess what? It works fine. Oh, hello, you, out in the tree. I didn't see you there. I guess it doesn't matter now.
Nah.
Won't be seeing much more of you ever again, huh? Oh wow, that's a lot of dead people in the water.
It is not a small amount.
I just looked over at the screen and suddenly everyone's dead, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well. I guess that's what we're doing now. Which is fine.
I used up so much of my food just cycling Joshua's inventory.
They are dead. No big surprise. I wonder, how big is this DLC in comparison to the other ones?
I want to say it's one of the shorter ones.
I'm kind of getting that impression. Like, everything seems to be relatively... It all seems relegated to this area, more or less.
But I also want to say that Dead Money is the shortest.
I don't think I ever even got the dead money. Oh wow, right up in the screen. I mean, like, the ink... Oh, jeez. Guess what? Guess who just caught up on the rest of the VOD? Pour one out for Clancy.
This game ain't playing nice right now.
No, I mean, there are definitely moments where it's like, it's not gonna fuck around.
Well, I never said it would be easy.
No, you didn't. I never said anything at all.
The life of a pugilist by trade is not an easy one.
Well, that's what we got this spike nut for. And it can't be easy. If it has to go the hard way, at least it'll go, like, the manufacturedly hard way. It'll be solid steel that now has to be dealt with. Are you one of those people who, like, how do you feel when you have to kill a dog in a game?
Indifferent.
I think, yeah. It comes down to, like, well, was the dog trying to kill me? And 90 times out of 100, it's gonna be yes. And no, I'm not gonna round that down to 9 times. I'm not a mathematician.
It's like, if it's you or me, then it's you. And that's gonna be the end of it.
In the context of a video game, I see very little distinction between, oh, that dog is attacking me, and go kill this goblin in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Public service announcement, don't kill dogs. If you can help it.
Public service announcement, goblins aren't real.
What? Public service announcement, the details and opinions expressed herein do not reflect the overall appearance and feelings of EndsvilleArcade as an entity. Goblins
then what's the
do
point?
exist. Don't let anybody tell you that goblins don't exist. If somebody tries to convince you that goblins don't exist, there's at least a 60% probability that that person is a goblin in disguise, trying to trick you for money. By the way, feel free to donate to our Patreon that doesn't exist.
We do have a donation page, though.
We do have a donation page.
Is it in bad
It
taste
may or
to
may
say
not
that?
be run by goblins. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is it in bad taste to say that?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's only in bad taste if you're...
Jury's out.
Jury's out on that one, because we didn't pay them. And we're not going to either.
Yeah, you don't get paid shit if you're a juror. Bullshit.
Take your fucking law degree and stuff it up your... Yeah, says Lint Biscuit. But only in the radio edit.
Only in the radio edit.
You don't get... So, you don't get paid for being on a jury, but in most jobs will give you paid time off for being a juror. I believe... I could be wrong, but I think that might be mandated in some areas.
Ow. That was exceedingly painful.
And Clancy would know. You broke both your legs.
Both of them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm looking at fairwork.gov.au, which is obviously not for us, but the question is, do salaried employees get paid for jury duty? And do you know what that links to on the page?
What?
Do casuals get paid for jury duty? Casuals don't get paid for jury duty under the national employment standards.
What the fuck is a casual in this context?
I guess a casual is like a person who gets brought in for jury duty, like a regular Joe, right?
In other words, someone who's unemployed?
Casuals don't... No, like, so when you get called in for jury duty, right?
Uh-huh.
You just get selected. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a job or not.
Right.
If I got... Like, if I worked in an office and I got called for jury duty, I would have to go to jury duty and I would have to tell my employers, hey, I got called in for jury duty, and they would be forced to give you the time to go because it's a law. I'm guessing that's what they mean by casual. Like a regular person who gets brought in.
As opposed to what?
Employees, including casual employees, can take leave to attend jury duty selection and jury duty.
I'm so confused.
Okay, wait. Maybe a casual in this case... Oh my god. I think a casual in this case might be referring to, like, a part-time worker?
Maybe.
Instead of, like, a full-time salaried employee?
That doesn't mean the same thing there as it means here.
Let me look into this. What does a casual mean?
In Australia.
In Australia. In Australia, a casual refers to a bear that has not fully grown yet.
What?
No, I just made that up. I was waiting for the page to load. More than 2 million Australians are employed casually. There is no standard definition for casual work, but they are usually jobs that are temporary, have irregular hours, and are not guaranteed to be ongoing. Okay, so they're temps. Oh, okay. Casual workers are entitled to some, but not all of the benefits given to permanent workers. So I'm guessing that means a temp worker?
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Additionally, a casual worker doesn't have guaranteed work hours, usually works irregular hours, doesn't get paid sick or annual leave. Okay, yeah, that's just their way of saying part-time. Part-time. What?
Fuck that! Fuck that 9 times. Time to run away.
Okay, I need to look this up because the difference of values of dollars. Okay. Yeah. So the dollar is... The national minimum wage in Australia is currently $19.84 per hour. Which, to us, sounds great, but I imagine... What is the... I imagine that breaks out more or less evenly. Because that's more than twice hours. So,
It also might totally not, because that's just how things work in this country.
yeah, that's also true. Oh my god. Oh my god, I fucking hate Google so much. I just typed in what does, and the things that I've got so far are, what does simp mean? What does SMH mean? What does ACAB mean? What does sus mean? I hate this. I hate all of this.
Old Man Yells at Cloud, brought to you by EndsvilleArcade. You're welcome.
I hate this so much. What's okay, how about this? Exchange rate for Australian dollars to US dollars. Okay, so
I'm
one
pretty
Australian
sure Google
dollar
just has a thing for that.
exchange rate for Australian dollar to US dollar is 1 Australian dollar to 0.7 United States dollar.
Fucking game just crashed again.
Shit. Okay. Well, hold on, everybody. We're gonna look into. So let's see. $19.80, give or take, divided by 0.7. Well, 0.70, but
Oh, another update for Pulsar dropped today. Cool.
hey, that game is good. People should go play that.
Yeah, we'll shill for that right now while we wait for this shit to load.
By 0.7. Yeah, that's... I might be an idiot. Hey, guess what? I went to college for theater. I didn't go to college for math. As it turns out, I tried very hard to stay away from as much math as possible because I'm bad at it. But it currently looks like they might get a whole lot more money being part-time than we do. Or full-time, even.
I told you.
Hey, minimum wage in America is not a living wage. I
It's
just want to
not.
point that out.
Okay, here we are
Dude.
again.
Do casuals get paid for jury duty is really funny to me. You're not allowed to get paid for jury duty unless you've at least placed top 8 at EVO. If you can't beat Justin Wong in pools, then you're not allowed. You can't be summoned for jury duty unless you can perform like a triple perfect.
I hope this game will stop crashing soon. Something I want to emphasize for those of you watching at home. This is an unmodded copy of this game. There are no mods installed.
I'm surprised that you didn't put in like any fan patches or anything.
Unless fan patches can make it crash less.
Yes.
Yes?
That's like, yeah, that's the whole thing, man.
I might have to
Hold
do
on.
that then.
Let me get you some links here, actually.
Are they backwards compatible with existing saves? That's my big question.
Most of them are. New Vegas fan patches. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll send you some links after this.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that.
But
This
straight up,
game has
part
been
of
crashing a lot.
yeah, part of the reason that people are so upset about, or were so upset about, like the what would you call it? The mod shop, the paid mod shop for Bethesda games, was because literally the games are like this, and fans do like most of the work in just fixing it. And they do it for free. And they should be paid, but they're not paid. Yeah, NVAC, that was the one that I remember using. New Vegas Anti-Crash. And of course, the unofficial patches, which are always good. Always good.
At least this game has a better autosave than Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, what's the situation in that game?
So... So, the way the autosave in Dragon's Dogma works is the same as it is here, except that you don't get the periodic autosaves, only when you load into a new area.
I see. Oh, God! Alright. I regret looking at this.
Oh, did you go to the Nexus?
I went to the Nexus and I was just like, hey man, what are some of these good what are some of these good things? What do people download a lot of? And then I was like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Why would I do that? I know what types of people. I know what this is gonna bring back. Why did I let it slip my mind?
I cannot believe you've done this.
I can't believe it. Can't believe you've done this. Structured exception handling and insanity checking to reduce frequency of game crashes. Access violation exceptions at specific offsets and addresses. This is, yeah, so you will need, you do need the script extender for this, but that's also a really lightweight downloader. Okay. Yeah, it's a plugin, so you can use it with old saves if you so choose.
Yeah, I remember the script extender.
Pretty much, yeah, all of these games have their own now at this point. Compilation of vital bug fixes for Fallout New Vegas and its DLC, all combined into one ESM. The only pure bug fix compilation. No, nothing but bug fixes and bug fixes. I'll send you these links here.
Alright, we leveled up.
Well, there you go. What do we have to choose from?
Good news is our unarmed is almost at a flat 100.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's what I like to see. We have 6 points to assign, so... I mean, we probably... Yeah, I was gonna say, you could probably stand to get medicine up a little bit more. Just getting it to 50 will do you a lot of good.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to send you some links on Discord, but I will not proc them until we're done here. And this one. And once more.
And we'll have to
once
remind
more
me.
with feeling.
We'll have to remind me to set those up the next time we play.
Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Man, I gotta say, I am pretty constantly blown away by people's love for these games, because this is a lot of work. Just looking at like I guess the community that sprouts up around these games is incredible to me, because I am surprised that people ever gave it enough care. I'm glad that they did, but like with the way that these games come out, I'm just floored in a good way by the fact that there is so much support and so much work that goes into it. And that's kind of emblematic of what these games are, is the community. It's got almost nothing to do with the actual game itself. At least to me. That kind of stuff I find super interesting and really, really rad. You want to talk about things that push the medium forward and everything. Just having unified goals for these kinds of things, and
it really helps.
It's very cool. It's really cool to see people come together on things like this.